Welcome to Open School English Grammar Lessons. Now let's see what tenses are. Tenses are means by which we indicate the time for the action. See, now you know that verbs are words of actions. So when you describe an action, you have to convey when the action took place. Whether the action took place in the past or is taking place in the present or will take place in the future. And basically we have three time phrases: past, present and future. Accordingly we have past tense, present tense and future tense. Three basic tenses are past tense, present and future. Now let's do it the easy way. Each tenses have different aspects. Let's start with the very simplest. Now we'll start with simple present, simple past and simple future. Now let's see. We walk to school. This is simple present. We walked to school. What happened? Bus was not available, so they had to walk to the school. So we walked to school yesterday. Simple future. We will walk to school. So tomorrow buses are not available. So what will you do? We will walk to school. It conveys the action that is going to happen tomorrow. Similarly, yesterday the bus was not available. So what did you do? We walked to school yesterday. So this is, you are talking about an action which happened yesterday. That's the past. And we walked to school. You are talking about your normal present day actions. How do you make simple present tense? Subject plus verb. Sita goes to school. That's your object. Ram plays guitar. Monkeys eat bananas. So like that, noun plus simple verb will give you the simple present tense. Or if you are using the be word, I am happy. He is first in the class. They are here. Okay. Now let's see the uses of simple present tense. When do we use simple present tense? Let's see the following examples. I live in Chennai. Sun rises in the east. I get up early every day. Office opens at 9. It rains heavily in August. When you when you carefully look at these sentences, you can see a few things. I live in Chennai. I get up early every day. Office opens at 9. These are sentences that tells you what you do on an everyday basis. Like your routine. Every day I get up at 6 o'clock. I go to take my bath at 6:30. I eat my breakfast at 10 o'clock. I go to office at 10:30. So your habitual dealings, habitual routine work, you always use simple present tense to express those actions. That is one use of the simple present tense. Another thing is sun rises in the east. These are general truths. Sun is rising in the east is wrong. Sun will rise in the east, that's also wrong. Sun rises in the east because it always rises in the east. It's a general truth. River flows towards the sea. And moon revolves around the earth. Earth goes round the sun. There are no other opinion about these facts. So to express general truths also, you use the simple present tense. Then your habits. I go for walk every day. And here it rains heavily in August. If you are talking about Kerala or any other place where August it rains heavily every day. That's a usual occurring. Year after year, every year it happens. So all these generalized statements and your habitual usages, you use the simple present tense. And you can also use simple present to talk about the current affairs. I am English, or I am young. She's old. That man is crazy. See, these are current statements. I am English. I am an English woman, or I am a French woman. I am young, she's old, that man is crazy. So for this also you always express these current statements in or state of being. This is the state of being, an English woman or an English man. This is the state of being, a young woman. Here is an old woman and the crazy man. And how do we use simple present in negative? I am English. Are you English? Yes, I am English. Or no, I am not English. I am not young. She is not old. The man is not crazy. This not should come after the verb. And question forms. Is she young? Verb should always come in the beginning of the sentence. Is she young? Is he crazy? Are they mad? See, this is how the answer would be. No, yes, they are mad, or in the negative, no, they are not mad. Yes, he is crazy, or no, he is not crazy. Yes, she is young, or no, she is not young. So, from the above examples, you have come to know that we use simple present for 1, facts, for stating facts, 2, habitual actions, 3, general truths. Then repeated, regular actions. Now before concluding, I can suggest that you can try writing your daily routine, a paragraph or 2 paragraphs, your daily routine, starting from when do you get up. Like, I get up early at 6 o'clock. After that, I take my tea. Like that it goes till you go to bed. So that write-up can be an exercise for you. Next one is simple past. Father returned from office. Mother finished cooking. The bomb exploded. See now, father returned from office. It's an action. The action has just finished. Mother has just finished cooking. Bomb exploded. These are actions that are completely over in the past. So how do you make simple past tense? You have your subject plus verb plus ed. Return is the verb, you have to make it returned, and of course from the object. Mother finish is the verb plus finished cooking. The bomb explode is the verb, exploded, ed. So we add ed for the past tense to the main verb, verb plus ed. That is how we make simple past tense sentences. Let's see the sentences. The phone rang. She picked up the phone. They came yesterday. I lived in London for 10 years. Mughals ruled India for 200 years. I watched TV last night. In all these sentences, you see that we express actions that are completely over and in the past using simple past tense. Phone rang. It's already over. And she picked up the phone. And they came yesterday. And here it's slightly different. I lived in London for 10 years. So now I'm not living in London. I am talking about my past, that for 10 years I have lived in London. Similarly, we are talking about history. Mughals ruled India for 200 years. Similarly, what were you doing yesterday night? I was talking about yesterday night. I watched TV last night. So you know that we use simple past from all these examples for action which is totally in the past and is completely over in the past. And also we mention the place or time. That is when we use simple past. Now let's come to simple future tense. She will join the college. Ramu will take up a job. I will go tomorrow. These are the simplest form of future tense. For future tense, you have the subject, verb, and helping verb. Verb plus helping verb. You need will, shall, ought, or any other helping words to along with this main verbs. She will join the college, Ramu will take up a job, and I will go tomorrow. So this is how you make a simple future tense. So simple future is what it exactly, the name indicates, that we use simple future tense to explain or to speak about actions that we are going to do immediately in the future. Like, I will go to the temple tomorrow. College will open tomorrow, and we will start a new course next year. So the use of this simple future tense is very limited, and we use them only to express actions that are going to happen in the immediate future. With this, simple tenses are over. Hope you have enjoyed these English grammar lessons by Open School. If you have any questions or doubts, please free to email us at shrimansrini@gmail.com.